Hi, I'm Marie Laveria, and my channel is at Living a Simple Life. And I have a question for you. Do you think that only certain people have access to their intuition? Well, I'm here to tell you no, we all have access to our intuition. And when I started living a simple life, I realized that I was more in touch with my inner voice or my gut feeling or my intuition. I had made space in my life to tap into this wonderful wisdom that we all have available to us on a regular basis. Slowing down caused me to have that space in my life. So I'm sharing this with you today because I have 6 steps to share about how to tap into our intuition on a daily basis when making a decision. The first step is a cleansing breath. So you just breathe in. A cleansing breath is breathing in through your nose as far as you can go, and then slowly out of your mouth. And you allow yourself to feel the calmness within you as you're doing this breath and around you. Only do one at a time, otherwise you'll get lightheaded. The second step is I ask myself if I think that this decision is right for me in my life today. Maybe there's an answer that comes to me at that point that says no way, or maybe there's another answer that says I don't know. So if it's I don't know, go to step number 3. The third step is I sit down and I make 2 lists. One list is all the possible positive outcomes that would happen if I made this decision. And the second list is all the possible negative outcomes that could happen if I make this decision. So there's a positive outcomes and negative outcomes. It's important to sit down and do those because it's a way of allowing ourselves to really reflect on what this decision could possibly, do to us in our lives. What could happen, positive and negative. The third step, if I'm still unclear, after making those 2 lists, sometimes it becomes clear that I shouldn't do this, or yes, I should do this. So if it's not clear, go on to step number 4. Reread the first list, the positive things, and just ask yourself what your gut feeling is about it, what your inner voice is telling you about it. Just take time to do that. Again, if you still need to have more help, you go on to the fifth step, and that's reread the second list of all the possible negative outcomes, and just sit with that, with your gut feeling, and see if your gut feeling is telling you anything. Then if you still have you're still unclear, you take the 6th step, which is you clear your head again with a cleansing breath in through your nose as far as you can go, and out through your mouth slowly. And you think of all your possible choices that you have on your lists, and you sit with them for a while. You just kind of contemplate them. You just dwell on them for a while. So this is one way of getting in touch with your intuition. And there are many, many ways, but this is what I use some of the time. And it's a possible way that people will use to get in touch with their intuition. And after you've done this a while, often you don't have to go through the steps so definitely. You kind of like it goes from one to the next in your mind, and it becomes part of you. Your intuition is then something that you can tap into very easily and very quickly. But this is a good way to start if you haven't done it for a while or regularly. So it's important that we develop access to our intuition and practice it regularly. So I challenge you to come up with a way for you to tap into your intuition. It's a wonderful wisdom, an inner wisdom that leads us in marvelous ways to make decisions, as opposed to our head. When I worked at a high school as a school social worker for 5 years, I used to tell the kids in school to be careful about making decisions. I said, don't listen to your head voices, listen to your gut voices, your inner voice, your gut feeling about things, because it does not lead you astray. Our head can make all kinds of excuses and trying to make sense out of things, because it's not always accurate, but our gut feeling is usually very accurate. So I hope this was helpful. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.